Alright, so this is a look at the menu screen from Season 0. So you have Striker Bay, right? You can switch your strikers here. At the very bottom, you can also see their adaptability based off of aquatic, lunar, or space, depending on the map and types. Switchbreaker Striker shows you a spider web of their abilities. There's a lobby. You can see the weaponry of the strikers, of whichever one selected. Striker design, you can paint your striker. Pretty cool. Pilots, you can edit and change your pilot. And it has some information here based on the pilot that you have. If you go in the lobby, here you have a bulletin board that goes to the things that you'd see in your front page. So all this jazz. Here you have missions that you can select. Here you can have squad, you can invite people. Yeah. Mail. Also in the bottom here, you can open up the same thing with mail as well. Chat to see global chat. Here you can set your default strikers for the specific game modes that you're playing. You can make a recruitment post or see which ones are available. You can publish a recruitment if you don't see anything that you don't want or want to do that's not available. You have different modes here, including covert operations, Ace Arena, English, voice chat, no communication required, free to join, different languages. And then that you can publish recruitment. Here, if you click on your player profile, you can see your battle stats, your achievements, and the leaderboard for who's who and what. You got Season 0 as well as career, as well as different things that you can go for each specific game mode, I guess, for career. And the same thing for S0, Season 0. You can see a lot more information for that season specific. Let's see. So I covered that. Covered missions and squad. Tactical station. Here you have Operation Verge, which has the season rewards that have been posted for prep ops. These are the sort of rewards that you can see. And there's I guess a medal, I would imagine, or an insignia or something you get. This is a title card for your pilot, and you're gonna get crates for this. Okay, here you can also look at specific maps, and they'll also say,
Upload
you know,
keys to the central launch site in the Eye of Mist.
lunar adaptability or anything like that. Like Vigilant Bream has lunar adaptability and map modifier, and the Solar Storm. I think the Solar Storm needs a nerf on both Vigil and the other map, Eye of Misra. And you can click on any of these and it'll explain somewhat of the game objectives, and these are the current maps as of Season 0. Here you can also toggle casual mode, ranked mode, set your default strikers for that specific mode as well. Ace Arena is the 3v3 mode, and you can see the maps for the 3v3 mode here. There's only 4 so far. They have casual and ranked. Boot camp, you can do your, I guess, tutorials as well as the challenges. So tutorials and then advanced challenges or advanced tutorials. They're really hard. They're worth it. I mean, if you're really good with the character, then they're not that hard. But after you beat the tutorial, then you unlock the advanced challenges, and after you beat the advanced challenges, you get a little medal. And that's boot camp. training. So for the training, you
may conduct combat training in a virtual environment. Switch and upgrade your strikers as needed. You can also customize the training by setting different opponents. You may conduct combat training in a...
Yeah, so that's training mode. If you space start, it puts you in a lobby where you can essentially equip airdrops and gliders and do all sorts of fun stuff. And then you can have your F1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe 5 to do something that either modifies what strikers on the field and what they do. It's worth looking at if you want to get used to things, but you know. Custom room. Here you can find people with custom rooms and custom games. You can also start one if you wanted to create a room and then play around, learn some things. So Tactical Station has Operation Verge Ace Arena. Operation Storm, that is the Mashmock or the extraction mode. There's currently one map, and there's 3 game modes: free-for-all, co-op, and covert ops. And within co-op and free-for-all, there's normal, hard, and extreme, but with covert ops, it's just hard difficulty Mashmock. Loot tables are different depending on difficulty, and even though they display the same thing, it's different. So there's different combat readiness modifiers, limits, depending on what difficulty mode you're doing: normal, hard, or extreme. Airdrop research. Here you can research gliders, and the word research means unlock to craft a consumable use item, not research and unlock it. Airdrop paint job. Here you can paint all your airdrops. You can also see all of the weapons that you have. You can also paint all of these. Currently in Season 0, you have to paint each individual one, so most people end up not painting it, but there are some people that care about painting. I do paint my gliders, the ones that I use at least, because it's easier to identify which is which when I paint them specific colors. And that's also easier for people to identify which gliders. If I bring 2 gliders in for my homies, you know, I want them to know which one's which so they don't confuse which glider, even though they're kind of the same or similar. Auxiliary devices, you can paint them if you want. I guess you could paint some if you can. Huh. I might do that. Anyway, mods. Here you can see your mod system. You can switch your striker to whatever striker you want and then adjust their 3 mod layouts if you want. Mod assembly. Here you can put mods into mod assembly, and then you can basically spend matrix credits to turn mods of lower tier into a higher tier. So that if I have enough, like 10 of them, it'll turn into what do you call it, a yellow mod. You can also reroll mods this way. So if I have 10 blue ones, I can get 1 purple, 10 purple, and spend 300 matrix credits and get 1 10 blue, and I can get 10 green and spend 30 matrix credits and I can get a blue. If I get 10 blue, spend 300 matrix credits, I can get 1 purple, and it's random. And then if I get 10, you know, purple, or if I put a yellow mods count as 3, and then I spend 3,000 matrix credits, I can get another reroll to another yellow mod or turn purples into yellow mods. So this is pretty cool. Yeah. Here you can see different stat modifiers for what you have equipped. Matrix supplies. Here you can find some pretty good goodies and get things that you need. Sometimes locator beacons for accessing restricted zones, good weapons, ammo if you need. You can also purchase them from the weapons or ammo airdrops section. You can also refresh this store if you want, and then maybe you might find something that you like, and so you buy that. I know I like these. Tier 3 is like usually what I go for, because Tier 3 is pretty easy to find and it's viable. I also get recon beacons just in case. They're always viable to me, at least that's my playstyle. Matrix Marketplace is the Corite Premium Shop. I have currently 0 Corite because I spent it all. You can find skins, which are different things that add flair to your profile. You can also search up specific ones if you're wanting specific things. Patterns for your mech striker. Cool stuff. Paint. There's sales and auctions. So auctions you can bid, sales you can buy. Pilot styles, people sell their look. Outfits, people also sell outfit accessory items. Cool stuff here. Operation Storm, you can buy mods. You either get the mod boxes or you can filter for specific mod parts and you can look for something specific like that. Boom. And then you can find whichever one is more viable for your liking. Core or supplies. You can buy all sorts of different goodies. Covert operations plans, Corite ore for mission points or mission tokens. Sorry. You can buy restricted zone keys. You can also buy crates. Weapons. You can find weapons that you like. You can search for specific ones. You can search for specific filters. Right now they don't allow you to sell anything that is blue or below. So you technically could buy, you know, like I bought this from the Matrix Supply and I could technically list it on a marketplace itself. And then you could technically earn Corite that way. Gliders, you can either buy glider parts or full gliders themselves. Price. Here are glider parts. They're all tier 5 currently in season 0. Some other things are I kind of want to buy that, but I don't have any Corite. Sad. I also kind of want to buy that, but I don't have any Corite. Sad. Someone's selling this. Doesn't have anything on it. Someone's selling this. This is a full suppression. Oh, 30k. That's pretty beefy. This one's fully kitted, but they're only selling for 3.5. All right. I guess you could make your money by building gliders and selling it to other people. That is a way to do it, I guess. Yeah, so you need 3 glider parts. You need this thing, and this thing. Those 3 glider parts will allow you to research a glider. Devices, you can find airdrop devices here. All sorts of different stuff, rockets. Research data to research and unlock a consumable or craft 1 airdrop. Yep. You look at your listings to see what you're selling. And you can see your bids if you have any bids that you're trying to get from an auction. Here, logistics, you see your Matrix contract, which is the battle pass. Doesn't have a lot to offer currently in season 0, not gonna lie. Hopefully they add some sort of more progression system for this, and maybe add some sort of way to earn Corite via the Matrix contract past season 0. Here you have Matrix selections, where you have your strikers, cargo rockets. These refresh weekly. This also refreshes weekly. I just buy them just because. You can get these skins, or for your pilot if you wanted. It's up to you, kind of thing. You were able to buy 30 of these season crates, but after 30, it's just it's out and doesn't restock. These restock weekly, restocks weekly. You can buy multiple patterns here. These also have a weekly limit. They refresh weekly, sorry. So yeah, these things refresh weekly. This doesn't refresh. These you can buy continuously. These you can buy continuously as well. These are skins. This you can buy continuously as well. This has a weekly limit. This has a weekly limit as well, and then you have to wait until the week refreshes in order to buy more. Seasonal cosmetics. You can buy. It's like a Corite store marketplace, but you buy it directly from the game producers, and it refreshes a weekly. It has a max purchase, um, and everyone sort of gets random ones, so you might not see the same items, even if you're on the same week. If that makes sense. Styles, same thing. You can buy these things straight from the game, and you can sell it on the marketplace if you wanted to. That's into your cup of tea. And yeah, you could also sell it. Yeah, sell it on the marketplace. These also refresh weekly, and everyone gets a different one, so it's not always guaranteed. You can also buy Corite, spend USD, and this is the current pricing for the North American server, because that's where I'm on. And you can see here, this is the Corite that I have, this is the mission tokens. If you go to the Matrix Market, Matrix Select Supplies, you see your Matrix credits, mission tokens, and these are Corite. So, inventory, you go through this, you can go through specific things that you want to see, weapon gliders, devices, all that jazz. Currently the inventory limit is 240, it's kind of low, makes me sad. There are ways around it, but yeah, this is basically the menu system for season 0, and I just wanted to put this out there as a frame of reference to see how far this game gets in the later seasons. Thank you for watching. I just wanted to also point out that you are limited to 6 missions a week. It refreshes weekly, and then you also have the ability to refresh missions, which cost 50 mission tokens. It's really annoying because you have to get the ones that you want, and sometimes that doesn't happen, so yeah. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Also in the main menu, Striker Bay, if you click on this, it doesn't allow you to change which mode that you're queuing up for. Instead, it just sends you to whatever that mode is, so I think that could be optimized a little better. Yeah, because I'd rather have it be like a drop wheel saying, hey, Operation Verge, Operation Ace Arena, Operation Storm. You know, that'd be cool. But other than that, you know, that's Season 0 in a nutshell. Or the menu system, sorry.